Hey everyone, just want to do a quick walkthrough of the Hammer Garden. As you can see, everything is in full bloom here on this, starting here at the west end of the property. These are all of our herbs, which are growing nicely. We've got fresh mint here, lavender, curry, rosemary. These are our potato plants, which seem to be doing pretty well. We got a nice little rainstorm last night. We've got potatoes and onions growing in here, and I believe these are the nasturtiums, which is an herb. Flowers that you can eat. Moving on down the row, another row of potatoes. These are our sugar snap peas, which turned out pretty good, although trellising is not the way to go. Sugar snap peas, they don't climb. This is our eggplant row, where we have 2 eggplants that survived of the 5 plants that we put in the ground. Seem to be doing all right. This is the melon row, which oddly enough, the melons that we planted died, and then a tomato plant and 2 melon plants there in the back came up out of nowhere. Not sure where they're from, but they're here. They look pretty cool. And then this plant grew, and we have no idea what it is, but it's got these little tiny berries on it. It'd be interesting to find out if, I don't think it's a tomato plant, but I could be wrong. Here is the pepper row, which has got probably about 8 pepper plants total for bell peppers and Santa Fe's. They did not do as well as I thought. They're not growing as fast as I thought either. This is the okra row. These beautiful flowers, and we have little burgundy okra growing right there, which is pretty cool. These are all doing really, really well. This is our crazy Kentucky pole bean setup. As you can see, we originally built this trellis here. However, it outgrew it, so I built these sails. You can envision them like sails, and what they're actually providing is an 8-foot tall trellis for the Kentucky pole beans, and they're also providing afternoon shade, because that is where the sun sets. So to protect the tomato plants from excessive heat, I'll trellis these up, and hopefully this should fill in here within the next 2 weeks, and we will have shade in the afternoon for our tomato plants. Which is this row, these are the Brandywines. And they're big and hardy. They're doing real well. We got fresh cilantro growing here. Cucumbers are growing down on in between. We only had 2 cucumber plants for the Imperial Telegraph. And these are the Dragon's Egg cucumbers, and there are a couple of them. There's one down here. And this row would be all the cherry tomatoes, so the zebras and the purple ones and all the other different colors of smaller cherry tomatoes we have growing. They're doing very nice. Moving on down to this row, we have the corn, which I have had to actually brace up because the wind has been blowing so hard here that it's knocking over all the corn plants, but they're going great, as are the squash. You can see you've got beautiful little squash growing in there. We got zucchini in the back. Here is another row where didn't actually plant anything, and we got another lone odd melon plant or cucumber plant. These are just beans I planted for my neighbor. Another row of potatoes, and then this row, I think these are Japanese Hokkaido melons, but they again died, and then these things showed up out of nowhere. And we have the giant pumpkins here on the end, growing nice and big. And these guys should start flowering soon. So, good stuff. And thank you, Lenny, over at heirloomblooms.com. You have been amazing in helping getting this all set up. Thanks.